this piece, I want to talk about you guys that may have stopped smoking recently. You're thinking of quitting smoking, or perhaps you've got some close family or friends that have recently stopped smoking and told you about it. Why? Because look at that strap line under the heading. Because you could save thousands, maybe tens of thousands on your life premiums if you've quit smoking. Now, why am I putting this topic on here? Because in the last week or so, I saw a headline that said UK has 6 million smokers. Now, that sounds horrendous, but the trend, as we probably would expect, is down. The number of smokers is getting lower and lower every year. And roughly every 12 months, 500,000 UK adults quit smoking for good. 500,000. So if you think of that over 10 or 20 years, the number of people in the UK that are ex-smokers is this growing part of the population. So it had me thinking, how many of those ex-smokers will have life insurance? 20%, 30%, 50%? And how many of those would have joined the dots to say, hold on a minute, I'm an ex-smoker. Surely I can now go to my insurance company and get my life insurance premiums adjusted down. I don't think anyone will join those dots and make that connection, which is why I'm doing this educational piece today to get you guys informed so you could save that money and have it back in your pocket. Now, here's a few things you need to think about. So if this is you, you might want to make some notes on this. You have to have stopped smoking. Now, and you've got to have stopped for 12 months. So there's the challenge. You can't be an occasional smoker. If you put that on the application form, then from an insurer's point of view, you are a smoker. It's really black and white. You can't even be on vapes or patches. They'll ask you the question and you tick, yes, I have patches. Then you are still a smoker, still nicotine in your body. So it's a very simple rule that the insurer has. You have to have quit for 12 months. And I know I'm ahead of you because your next question is, how on earth would they know if you quit smoking? And the answer is they don't. There is a level of trust. Now, the insurer is at liberty to say, oh, you're an ex-smoker. You've quit 12 months ago. We're going to do a test, a simple test on you, maybe a breath test, maybe a blood test, and we will check that way. Now, the other thing that will happen, and certainly this would be at the point of claim, is that they're going to check with your GP. So let's say you are an ex-smoker, you genuinely quit for a year, happy days, and you've applied and got the discounts. I'm going to talk about the discounts in a second. And then later down the line, you do pass away, there is a claim, the insurer gets your GP notes. Your GP notes, what if it still says you're a smoker? At best, there's a real issue here. And at worst, they're not going to trust the claim that you've put in. So I urge you, one thing you should be doing straight away as a point of action, if you have quit smoking and it's been, a good chunk of time, you're not going to go back to those old habits, contact your GP, get your notes updated. Now, let's get back to the savings because these could be huge. Now, if you came to me today as a sort of 20, 30-year-old and you've got to keep it simple, you're fit and healthy, no other issues, you're a non-smoker, let's say your premium's 30 quid. If you say, oh, sorry, Richard, forgot to tell you, I am a smoker, I now tick the box of that, your quote goes from 30 to 45, 50 quid. It'll go up by 50%. Or more. As you get older, you get into your 40s and your 50s, then that differential gets even higher. It's something with 30 quid, you're probably going to be starting, if you're 40 or 50, it might be 40 or 50 quid as a non-smoker. And as a smoker, it could easily double to £100 a month or even a little bit more. So as horrendous as that is, what I'm really trying to bang the drum on today is the flip side of that coin. Because if you're coming the other way as a non-smoker now, then you've got those savings. You're coming back down. Let's say you were paying £100 a month or more. Now you're back down to potentially being offered premiums of 50 quid or whatever. So you've got those savings potentially back in your pocket. And the great thing about life insurance is that you've probably got it for another 10, 20 years. So if you can be saving, I don't know, £40 a month, well, if you've got 20 years left on your policy, that's almost £10,000 worth of savings. So look, this is not insignificant money. So please, 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 if you are thinking of quitting smoking, make a note to talk to us about life insurance when you're heading towards a year. If you it has been a year, then please click on the link below. Have a chat with us. Let's look into a bit more. Let's get you some certainty that you can get these cheaper premiums. And if we can give you that certainty, then you can be cancelling, of course, your old policy. Or finally, what a gift to be able to say to your friends or family about these massive, massive savings. So if you know anyone that has quit, please have a chat with them, tap them on the shoulder. And if they don't know how to deal with it, just send them our way. They don't have to be clients of ours already. And we can really point them in the right direction and get that money back in their pocket. So click on the link below if you think that resonates with you.